Hey everybody, how's it going? The Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back for more Let's Play Pokemon. This time we are going through Sliph. We are going to take down Team Rocket once and for all. This is the fight to survive, the final battle with them, thank goodness. Well, it's kind of the final battle with them, but it doesn't matter. In fact, this is probably my second to least liked moment in the game, and by that it's probably the only other moment I can think of that I really dislike is going through Seafoam Islands, which I'm definitely not going to do because it's just a giant maze that at the end of it leads you to Articuno, which is a very good Pokemon, of course, but, I'm not that interested in using a Pokemon that's legendary that everyone's played with before. So I'm going to skip that part. And this is my final team. By the way, I've added my Marowak back because I really have never used a Cubone that far into the game, and I really wanted to. So we have that as our ground Pokemon, who's got an assortment of crazy moves. It's ridiculous the kind of TMs that Marowak can use. Also, we have a Muck, which is, kind of questionable. I'm not sure if I'm going to entirely like it or not, but more than likely I'm going to stick with it. Maybe give it a couple TMs from the Celadon department store if I'm not entirely happy with his moves, but I'm thinking that I'm going to like it all in all. So that's how my team's gonna go. This is my final 6 Pokemon. But if you have any suggestions on Pokemon you still want to see me use, remember I'm going to do at least one, if not 2 bonus episodes at the end with Pokemon that people have suggested and named for me. So if you have any suggestions, please still feel free to throw them down in the comments because I will definitely use them, 100% guaranteed. But with that being said, this is kind of wrapping up like the major part of the LP, which was me using different Pokemon that I never used and kind of telling you guys my thoughts about them. And so I've decided to make this LP more of like a kind of get to know your LPer type of a thing. And I have a couple of shoutouts that I want to give for this episode. Starting off with Billy Boy 554. He's an awesome guy that I just started watching. He's playing Majora's Mask, Portal 2, and Pokemon Fire Red right now. Really awesome. Just got some new audio equipment even, just for you guys, just so you could enjoy him more. Really awesome. Check him out. All these guys are listed in my other channels area on my channel. So definitely, they're right there. You might as well check them out. Another one is B-Dude, 12345678990, and right now he is playing Terranigma, which is a very underrated, awesome Super Nintendo game for the, it's more of a trilogy with Soul Blazer and Illusion of Gaia. If you've ever heard of those other games, they kind of all tie together. And he's also playing Final Fantasy VI, which is definitely probably be my third favorite Final Fantasy of all time, just behind 7 and 10, of course, but 6 is awesome. If you've never seen Final Fantasy VI before and want to know what all the hype's about, check him out. He's relatively just started doing it, so you could really get on it now and really enjoy it. He's doing a great job. Next up is Takio EU. Right now he's doing Link to the Past. He's been doing it for a while now. Really fun guy, really informative. I think he said this is like, I'm not even sure how many times he's played through the game, but I've been watching him every step of the way. Very enjoyable. Check him out if you have not. Link to the Past is another one of those games that everyone should know. In my opinion, it's better than Ocarina of Time. I think that Ocarina of Time was a bit overrated in the same sense that Final Fantasy VII was a bit overrated because they both came out, they were the first ones of their type to be in 3D, and that kind of overwhelmed people. But they are both really solid games, so kind of overrated. But that's my stance on those two games. I think that Link to the Past is the best of the Legend of Zelda series. So if you're not familiar with it, check it out if you don't plan on playing it because it is a long game. Check it out. He's doing a great job on that. And finally, I wanted to give a shout out to Prince Laharl-kun, better known as Laharl, probably. He just yesterday finished up Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo. Did a fantastic job with it. I mean, it's really hard to play that game, to try to get 100%, and he was trying his hardest, and I give him all the respect in the world for doing as much as he did in that game, because that game can get really tough. It's definitely a lot harder than the first Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. So I can't wait to see what he does next. I know he's going to do Mario Party 3. Mario Party games are awesome. So much fun to watch. I also really hope, if he's watching this, I hope that he does a Mega Man game. I hope he does Mega Man 2, because he tried Mega Man 2 in a video, and I'd love to see his perspective on it, having be a person that just picked up a Mega Man game for the first time, because Mega Man 2, as many of you know, is my favorite game of all time. And with that being said, one thing that Prince Laharl just did, I don't know why you call him Prince Laharl, I'm sure he just would prefer to go by Laharl, but he just did a Q&A, and I just hit 150 subscribers not too long ago, so I want you guys to leave me some comments down below. Let me know any kind of questions about me. You can make them pretty personal if you want to. I don't mind. I'm not against talking about myself in a rather personal sense on here, because, you know, I like to try to make this as much of a community as possible on my channel. Anything, it doesn't have to be about LPing, it doesn't have to be about video games. When I first started out my YouTube channel, I put up a bunch of videos from my adventures in Japan on there, and kind of like Japan and anime and video games are kind of synonymous with one another, so I know there are a lot of people that, you know, like video games and like Japan and like anime and stuff like that, so if you're interested, give me some questions, because I'd love to answer some questions, do a Q&A for the next part of Pokemon. That would be so much fun for me, because, you know, I like to get to know you guys, and I'm sure some of you want to get to know me better, and that's absolutely cool. That's what being a YouTuber is all about, you know, getting yourself out there. But right now, we have to fight our nemesis, Kenny. Oh, look at you hiding here in this isolated room, obviously scared of me as I walk through all of these Team Rocket grunts. Now you've run into trouble, Kenny. Now we fight, like all the other times we fought, which is plenty. Starman versus Pidgeot battle, go! And we got Hydro Pump now. I've got Psychic on Starman. You know, Starman's got a very balanced set of stats. Which I'm not very big on balanced guys. I like guys that have, you know, one stat or two stats are really big, you know, so I have them specialized for whatever battle might come my way. But, you know, Starman works really well, and he's a water type, unlike my Dragonair, who's a dragon type. And who else has Surf? Doesn't someone else have Surf? I don't know, maybe not anymore, but it doesn't matter. He's kicking ass, as you can see. He took down the Pidgeot and Gyarados up to level 51. Pretty even stats. Here comes Execute. Let's switch it up. Why not, huh? Let's go with Clamps. The Clamps. I love this guy. I mean, I could not believe that I had never really heard much about a Kingler before this point, because he's got a ridiculous amount of attack, and even though he's a water-type Pokemon, I've given him no water moves, and really don't intend to, because I've already got two guys with Surf, and I think that's more than enough. Xeer is paralyzed. It doesn't matter. Look at Kingler. He fights through the paralysis, and he beats him down with strength. Who knows what strength really does. When it comes to the final battle, I'll have to turn the move animations on, because I forget what some of these move animations even look like. Strength is probably just like a big black fist punching him in the face. Just like that, Alakazam, huh? How do you like them apples? Yeah, silly psychic Pokemon. So here comes Charizard. Oh man, well there's only one way to try to take out Charizard, and that's with the guillotine attack. Come on! One great thing is that he's a water type, so fire won't work particularly well, although it is quite powerful still. Flamethrower, very, very powerful fire move, as many of you know. Come on, Guillotine! Yes! That move is so much fun. Oh gosh, it says it only hits 30% of the time, but man, it seems to hit more like 50% of the time. Instant kill. I love that move. Take that, Kenny. What do you have to say about that, huh? Your weak-ass Pokemon. Get your bitch ass back to Pallet Town. Alright, that's enough of that ridiculousness. I just had to commentate on that fight, though. Any fight with Kenny, you've got to commentate about. So if you have any Q&A questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, because I would love to just sit here for an entire episode and answer questions about my life, about video games, even current-gen games. I can't give you as much of an insight as a lot of people probably could, because I don't own any current-gen systems, but, you know, I'll do my best. I'll let you know what I think. I watch, like, people like Far From Subtle, Video Games Awesome. I watch them almost every time they put out a new episode, which is almost daily at this point. Just last night I was watching them do TF2, Team Fortress 2. They have their own server for it, which is really fun. That they kind of have set up their own little league of Team Fortress 2, which is really, really enjoyable to watch. That, and they're playing through all of Arkham City. And let me tell you guys, if you want to get a new game and you're not sure what to get, and for some reason you have been living in a cave and don't know about Arkham City, my God, you've really got to get it, because it is just such a step up from Arkham Asylum, and Arkham Asylum was already a damn awesome game. So, if you haven't checked it out, check that out. Of course, in less than 2 weeks now, we've got Skyrim coming out, and I'm gonna buy that for sure. And I don't think I'll be doing an LP of that right from the get-go, because who knows, there might be some glitches, there might be some bugs with it. They might have to, I don't know if they patch it or not. I don't know, probably not. I probably won't even have it on my laptop, which isn't even connected to the internet anyway. So I hope it's 100% at launch. But that will be a really fun game regardless. Oblivion was so much fun, and I saw that you can get Oblivion online for like $10 now. And if you don't know anything about Skyrim, and you want to try it out, you're hearing all this hype and you don't know what the big deal is, you get Oblivion for like $10. And that's a really awesome game. Still today, I'll pick up and play Oblivion for a while. It's just such a fun, open-ended kind of RPG. So much good fantasy fun to have with that. Oh, come on, Mario Whack. Die, damn you, die! See, this is one thing about my Wonder Boy. Definitely got to give credit to whoever said for me to use Wonder Boy. Oh, I totally forget who it was. It was a while ago. If you're watching though and you're the one that wanted me, I think the guy's name was Wonder Boy. Yeah, actually it was. I remember that now. So props to Wonder Boy. I think he might have had some numbers or letters in his name as well. Props to him for suggesting a muck and giving me the name Wonder Boy, pretty much. So, here's Giovanni. Didn't even give me a second. Like, normally you have to approach a guy and talk to him to have a battle start up, but not Giovanni. He sees that door open, he's like, "You want to fight? Come at me, bro." And I'm like, "Screw you, man. I'm not even prepared." That's what you would do, wouldn't you, Giovanni, leading this organized crime syndicate in this Pokemon world, which is, real big man for that. But I tried to use Toxic. It didn't work. We got Toxic from Koga, of course, when we beat him for the last badge. Not a huge fan of it. It gets better with each attack, which is pretty cool, I guess. But then again, I'm only guessing. Like me, as you know, I'm a straight-up offensive guy with my moves. But I do know that I learned Sledge Bomb eventually, and that looks like it's a pretty powerful offensive move. So I think that between that and maybe buying a TM for him, he should be really good to go when it comes down to it. I could even give him Strength if I wanted to, but I've been throwing around HMs too much. I'd rather just get some different moves out there. I mean, once Dragonair evolves into a Dragonite, I'm going to give him Fly, so that's 2 HMs on one really awesome Pokemon, so that, I'm just got to cut it off at some point. Oh, Kangaskhan. Really, Kangaskhan's not too difficult this time. Didn't kill him in one shot with the Bone Meringue, but I was expecting a little bit more of a fight out of him, to be honest. So I remember him always being tough. The first time around when he fought him in the game corner, he's definitely very tough. But this time, not so much. Not so much at all. But anyhow, guys, so those were some shoutouts I really love to give. I love giving shoutouts. Next time I do a Pokemon video, I'm going to give a lot more shoutouts. And by a lot more, I mean at least 4 more. There are people, that I wanted to include as well, but I've got to watch some more of their videos. I mean, they deserve shoutouts. There's no doubt about it. But I'm going to watch some more of their videos so they give them the shout out that they really deserve, because there are a lot of really great LPers out there. And, I read all of my comments and take all the suggestions that you guys have to give. And I think that just about any LPer that's under 1,000 subs or whatnot that gets like an overwhelming amount of comments a day, they read all of theirs and they enjoy it so much. So if you have anything little to say to add to any video that I put out or anyone else puts out, feel free to comment or just click the like button. Because you get a lot of trolls when you LP, that's for sure. So help kill the trolls and click the like button, because that's always appreciated. But so we finally beat Giovanni. Blast it! Team Rocket will never fall. Oh, well, actually they will. They will fall very hard, and it will hurt when they hit the ground. Oh dear boy, you saved us. Oh no, because I'm rich, I can give you anything. First time I read that, I thought you said, because I'm rich, I cannot give you anything. That's funny. Old rich man. But he gave me the Master Ball. Oh, yes. Well, that's all the time I have for now, guys. Subscribe, like, comment if you have not. This has been the Johnny Cage, and I will talk to you all next time as we get closer towards the end of Pokemon. Thank you very much for watching, and let's finish it with a Ninja Vanish!